They revealed 4 Altergeists. Ooh, more cards. Hold up. Let me... All right. New Altergeist trap. A level 1 and a level 3. Altergeist Malwisp. Level 3 light spellcaster tuner effect monster. Does Altergeist have any synchros? And a link 4. Where's the link 4? Ooh, okay. You can only use each of the following effects of this card's name once per turn. If this card is added to your hand, except by drawing it, you can special summon this card. Okay, so if you spoof for this card, or if you Meluseek for this card, it just special summons it. If this card is normal or special, you can target an Altergeist monster in your grave, special summon it in defense, but it cannot activate its effect this turn. Oh, that's boring though. Like, why not give it anti-synergy with like all the other Altergeists? Like, why not make me recycle my Silkwoodus and be able to immediately bounce? Why not like revive Faker and use the effect? Why not give me a Hex Negate? Like, that's so whack. Wait, I can't summon the links anyway. And I can't summon the links either. Oh. Yeah, this is kind of This is a mediocre card. This is a mediocre card. I can only see this, like, I can see this being played as a one-off target for spoofing, maybe. Right? Like, on your turn, you go, like, add it with spoofing, revive something to make a link or a synchro. Like, okay. But kind of whack. Okay, it's not terrible, though. It's kind of cool that in Altergeist specifically, if you play these kind of one-offs that you don't want to draw, you have spoofing to get rid of them, right? The only problem is that Altergeist does not have a way to search spoofing. Like, spoofing is like the key card of the archetype that helps, it makes the entire deck tick, but you have no way to search it. Like, it's the only unsearchable card in Altergeist is the most important one, besides, like, Faker. Altergeist Parent Threader. Level 1. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. This card can attack directly. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, draw a card. Alright, I'm here for that. If this card is sent from the field to the grave, you can send an Altergeist card from your hand, deck, or field to the graveyard. It's kind of like Meluseek, but a lot worse. Right? And Meluseek is already not that great. I mean, Meluseek is a good card, but Meluseek is not like broken by 2023 standards, and this card is just worse Meluseek. I mean, drawing a card can sometimes be better than sending a card to the graveyard if you play like a slow control deck. The problem is, I don't think Altergeist has much that triggers off of this. Meluseek has to go to the grave from the field. So you cannot like send Meluseek and search. That does not work. So this is not that great. Altergeist Admenea, Link 4, which right off the bat, Link 4 means this card almost does not matter. Like, a Link 4 in Altergeist can be incredibly broken, and it probably doesn't matter because, like, they don't get there. Like, the point, I've never played a game with Altergeist where if I get to summon Link 3 or higher, I have not already super won the game. Like, that's not a thing. If Altergeist looks at its extra deck, you've probably already lost, right? You can only use each once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can set an Altergeist trap directly from your deck. That is a good effect, but it's on a link 4. Once while face up on the field during the main phase, quick effect, you can send the card you control to the grave, target a monster your opponent controls, take control of it, also treat it as an Altergeist monster. Once again, also a really good card, a really good effect, but once again, this is a link 4. Like, this is a good card. If you play Altergeist, you play this card, but this does not make your deck better. Because at the point where you summon this card, you've already won the game. Like, it does not matter. Altergeist Revitalization. You can only use one of the following effects per turn, only once that turn. You can target an Altergeist link in your grave, special summon it. Manifestation already kind of does that. Manifestation can revive links, right? I thought it could. You can banish this card from your grave. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon an Altergeist. I don't know. It's like a very, very weak attempt at giving me a card that I want to send to the graveyard with this card, right? But this is not enough reason for me to include both of these cards, right? Like, the reason to play this card would be if there was an Altergeist card with a graveyard effect, which now there is, but both of these cards individually are not good enough, even together, that, like, you would want to put them into your deck. Overall, this is pretty mediocre, and, like, these cards are not bad. These cards are not bad. If Altergeist was meta, you could think about playing some of these cards. You would probably play the Link 4. You would think about playing one of the Malwisp. The problem is, Altergeist is not meta. And these cards will definitely not make Altergeist meta. Right? These are not what Altergeist needs. These are not what any trap deck needs, basically. Like, the trap decks are in a very weird spot where they need better support than what they are getting currently, for the most part. X Maxis, thank you so much for the 7 months. Welcome back. And also Astagram, thank you for the 5 months. I didn't miss that. I was just busy reading Altergeist cards. Yeah. This is... Yeah, I mean, if you're already playing Altergeists, you're not unhappy about these cards, I think. Because you can add them to your deck, some of them, and they're going to be okay. But this is not going to make Altergeist better much. Like, you're not going to play Altergeist if you weren't playing it already. Like, and you have to have very special reasons to play Altergeist right now. Like, I actually like Altergeist. Many people always think people don't really seem to like some of these archetypes because they're commonly played with Floodgates. But on a core level, I really like Altergeist if it's not paired with Floodgates. It's kind of like Labyrinth too. Like, I like these. I like trap decks. I wish they made trap decks playable without Floodgates. Maybe that's like maybe that's too much of copium in 2023, right? Where, like, the power level of Yugioh is just works out in a way where trap decks are not good anymore without Floodgates or going first, right? Altergeist doesn't need Floodgates. If anyone in chat is seriously trying to tell me that Altergeist does not rely on going first or relying on Floodgates, then you are completely, like, out of your mind. If you think trap decks are good right now at going second or, like, without Floodgates, either or, you're completely coping. Going first, yes, okay, solid. Your deck wins going first if the opponent doesn't have, like, a blowout card. Cool. That leaves you with, like, at maximum 50% win rate. Have fun going, like, 3-3 at locals, 6-6 at a big YCS. Like, it doesn't get you anywhere. It's an inherent trap deck problem. It's an inherent trap deck problem that, like, from a competitive standpoint, trap decks are not very good in modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, which I think is a shame because I really like the games that trap decks create when it's not about Floodgates. Like, I really love the grind game. I brought Altergeist to the World Championship in 2018. And that deck was enjoyable as hell. It didn't have any Floodgates. At least now that I remember. I don't think it had many or any. But, like, there was a time when, like, Paleozoic, Altergeist could be played without Floodgates, but the time is not 2023, which is the same for Labyrinth. Like, some people play Labyrinth without Floodgate, but most people play it with Floodgates. And this is why everyone hates, like, on these Floodgate trap decks. But I actually am a fan of these decks when they play a normal game of Yu-Gi-Oh! But they rarely get to.